What's in the bag? Soup loser. Oh no! Hey!
I'll take care of you, Soup Man.
Let's see what you got.
No! Hey! Hey! Ooh, oh man! Hey! Do it old school! Vegetables.
For my daughter.
Unacceptable! Tamerlane's henchmen do not get their butts kicked by 60-year-old men with bags of veggies. You're fired!
Sir, мы получили ответ из мэрии.
Oh? Are we ready to make the final purchase on the land?
Нет и да. It appears as though the final purchase of the parcel is dependent upon the availability of the local gardens.
Viability? What do they need gardens for anyway? Why can't they buy the veggies the local grocer like the rest of us?
The land you're acquiring has the corner store on it as well. The land has to be deemed unsuitable for public use, specifically as sustainable as a farm.
I see. Well, you know what they say when life gives you lemons?
Make lemonade.
No. Make Greek fire oil. Gather up the men, and we're gonna need some of that nuclear runoff. We'll make the land so unsustainable that even weeds will have to pack up and move to Miami.
Very good, sir. Когда вы желаете, чтобы я там была со своей командой?
Tonight! But you can take the night off. I'm gonna work this little bit of environmental disaster myself.
So Laura,
Yeah?
have you heard of Tamerlane Enterprises?
That real estate development company, right? Who hasn't? They own everything on the east side.
Well, take a look at this.
That's impossible. That land is designated for special use by the community only. It can't possibly be sold.
Apparently, they found some way to bypass the rules and buy out the land.
This is gonna kill my soup business. I mean, I get all my fresh vegetables from the garden. And John has been kind enough to sell my soup in his store. I can't even go back to my old factory job. They shipped the factory overseas. Think you got some room in your apartment for your old man?
Dad, we gotta do something.
Something? Yeah, like what? Honey, you can't fight these guys. This is big business. These people have millions of dollars and they use it to pad the pockets of the big politicians downtown. You remember the affordable housing that they were supposed to build by the tracks? Well, you know that's all high rises and luxury condos now.
Yeah, but we can't just sit back and watch them roll over our community. We could get lawyers, protest something, anything. Weren't you an activist, like, back in the day, or started like a patrol organization or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I'm gonna do something.
Like what? Honey, you can't even afford a lawyer. And people are just too apathetic to do anything about anything these days. I'm afraid it's just a losing battle, baby.
Wow. Just wow. I don't know you.
People don't want to hear the truth anymore. All they want to do is live in their own little bubble with their noses glued to their phones, oblivious to the problems of the world.
But you could still get the crew together and stage a protest, something.
Look, I'm sorry, honey, but I gotta worry about myself. If the gardens are disappearing, then my livelihood is disappearing. And this old dog knows when he's beat.
I'm gonna call Mom, and if she won't help me, then I'll do it alone. Isn't that something you taught me too?
Вы уверены, что вы не хотите, чтобы я поехала вместо вас?
Oh, no, my dear. I'm gonna live my old glory days. Besides, this time it's personal.
Sir,
Yes?
what are you planning on building on the garden side, sir?
Oh, I was thinking of one of those high-end, high-priced little coffee shops with some expensive little finger sandwiches.
But sir, don't you already have high-end, high-priced coffee shop across the street that serves expensive little finger sandwiches?
Oh, I'm well aware, but those darn millennials are too lazy to cross the street, so I thought it'd make it easier for them to spend their trust funds.
So, what did your father do now? He can be as stubborn as a Brahma bull when he wants to.
Tell me about it. I went to Dad to ask for help with something.
Well, what is it, dear? Do you need money? Because you know I've got a little savings squirreled around in cookie jars and mattresses all over this house.
No, Mom, it's nothing like that. They're gonna take away our gardens.
Who is?
I don't know, some development firm, Timberlake Enterprises or something.
I see.
Anyway, so I asked Dad to help me, you know, like he used to back in the old days with the marches and protests and stuff.
Well, what did your father say?
That it was pointless and there was nothing he could do.
I see. Your father just never was the same after we separated. Everybody doesn't deal with loss the same. There's no point in trying to tell someone what's best for them. You gotta show them.
What do I do?
Look at this.
Right?
You
What
see
am I
those?
looking at? Yeah.
That's me.
Hey, hold on. Were you in movies or something and didn't tell me? A movie star?
Something like that. I was a superhero.
You were a real life, like for real, superhero.
Yes, dear. And a darn good one, too. I would go out in the city and give crime a smackdown like only a mother could give. You know, your father was a superhero.
Okay, Dad was a superhero too? What else did y'all neglect to tell me growing up?
Well, I'm gonna let him show you himself.
never told me, Dad. Like, I knew you and Mom had secrets, but I don't know. I just thought y'all were like swingers or something.
Oh, yeah, I wish. No, we were superheroes. Friendly neighborhood superheroes. And we were good at it, too. But sometimes responsibility, life gets in the way of activism.
You know, if you and Mom have superpowers, then maybe I do too. And I could help you.
Oh, sure you have superpowers. I've known that for years.
You did?
Yeah, sure I did. When you were a little girl and you would run around and play out in the sun, the longer you were out there, the stronger you would get. You were like a human solar battery or something. And I knew you could feel it, but then you suppressed it.
You were just afraid, tell me then?
Yeah, I guess I was. I didn't know how to talk about it with you. I mean, hell, I had a hard enough time telling you the story of the birds and the bees. I mean, how was I going to explain superpowers?
Yeah, that was definitely cringeworthy. You know, Dad, this city needs a new symbol of hope. You and I, we could combine our powers and be that symbol and help the people of this city.
Oh, honey, it's not that easy. I mean, what do you think is going to happen? We're just going to stumble upon a crime in progress and miraculously save the day?
You get Baldy. I get the one with the shoulder pads.
Right.
Right.
Let's go. Lord, I'm getting too old for this. Hey, Baldini, what are you doing in my garden?
Your gardens? By the time I'm done, you and all of yours in your economic class will be out of here. Why don't you go buy food like everyone else does? Or what? You're too poor to. You can't afford to buy it? Maybe you can shop around for some magic beans.
I already have. I still got it. Maybe I'm not too old.
What are you, anyway?
Well, yesterday I was no one to you. But now I'm your nemesis. I am Blue Lightning.
Local 32 with Frank Mallon.
Real estate magnate and self-proclaimed professional supervillain Tamerlane has been arrested for chemically contaminating a local community gardens in order to expedite his buyout and redevelopment of the land deemed unsustainable. In the wake of protests at City Hall, the city has recommitted to opening the gardens to the public. Local residents have banded together to resoil and replant the gardens, which should be open within a few months. When asked why he so brazenly chose to do this himself, Tamerlane was quoted as saying, "What part of professional supervillain do you not understand?" Touché. Now let's go back to our reporter at the scene.
Tamerlane Villanos just has been arrested for vandalism and environmental destruction. Witnesses say they saw you defeating Tamerlane using superpowers.
The soup. It was the soup.
Soup? We were beaten by soup? Погодите, вы знаете на то, что я способна.